What's up, everybody? Soren Baker,
Amir, Rahimi,
and today on The Great Debaters, T.R.O.Y and CL Smooth. Alright, Amir, so we're back here on The Great Debaters. As always, please subscribe if you haven't already to Unique Access Entertainment. The button's right down there and it's free. Like our content, share, talk about it, be about it, each one, teach one, and we appreciate your guys' support. And we're back on The Great Debaters today talking about T.R.O.Y and CL Smooth, Mecca and the Soul Brother. Their first album, of course, they had the all sold out EP that came out first. We did a Great Debaters on that. Check out the link up there. So Amir, this is their first album. As you're getting used to Mecca and the Soul Brother, what were your early thoughts?
So this is one of those albums that I always saw the cover everywhere.
It's a great cover.
Great cover. It's just, I love it. And especially on the cassette when it's just the landscape. I really like that too. But the cover is something that I always saw. I remember talking about like the Amazon List Manias when I was trying to find out what hip-hop album to listen to next. I'd always check, those recommended lists. And I always remember this cover. I didn't remember the group, I didn't remember the title, but the cover always stuck out for some reason. And with that being said, I ended up buying it, and here we go. One song, which is going to be my first pick, would be They Reminisce Over You, T.R.O.Y. Also got the vinyl right here. Incredible song and single. But with that being said, I think this is one of those songs that is probably in everyone's top 3, maybe top 1 for this album. It's just so iconic. I mean, just the instrumental itself, not even getting into the lyrical content and the dedication and the actual meaning of the song, but just from an instrumental sonic standpoint, this is one that I can really, it always puts me in a time and place. This is just one of those beats. And then on top of that too, this also kind of crossed over into the sense that my friends heard it. Because back then, I think it was on PlayStation, it was probably on multiple gaming systems, gaming consoles, but NBA Street Volume 2 had this as one of the songs. So then I remember I was playing this, and then my friends were like, oh, that's a song from NBA Street. I was like, huh? Because I hadn't played video games as much like they did, but they're like, oh yeah, this is a great song from NBA Street. So I remember we were chatting about hip-hop because of that, and then we talked more about rap. But yeah, this song was big in that sense. Then the lyrics, I mean, rest in peace to Trouble T.R.O.Y as well. Like the homage there. And then also, I like how this song has just lasted the test of time. Even on Kanye West, one of his biggest songs, Can't Tell Me Nothing, you can hear him say in one of his verses, when they reminisce over you, my God. So that's awesome. So even the lyrics stood its relevancy on one of Kanye's biggest songs, being one of the bigger artists in all of hip-hop. So that, I mean, the beat just alone, you can have a huge segment on it. But T.R.O.Y did an exceptional job. CL Smooth did well also, and man, I mean, this song is one of my favorites in hip-hop, and it is my first pick for this album.
That's also one of my picks, They Reminisce Over You. I had the fortune of going to the Fear of a Black Planet tour with Public Enemy and saw Heavy D and the Boys, and I saw one of the, I think it was the third to last concert that T.R.O.Y had ever done. So his death was kind of striking to me because I had just seen him perform as part of Heavy D and the Boys at the Capitol Center, Landover, Maryland. Shout out Maryland as always as a kid. And so this song definitely is special to me for that reason. And then also, this is one of the songs I think that CL Smooth really gets personal and tells you about his life. And it's a very wistful type of song, which I tend to enjoy, especially when executed at the highest level, as this one of course is. And then you really get a sense of CL Smooth's life, his family, and then the role that T.R.O.Y played in his life as well, which isn't the focus of the song, but it's definitely a significant portion of it. So I enjoyed all of that. And then, as you're saying, as Amir was saying, the production side of things, of course, phenomenal. And this, I think, is where people started thinking of, or in retrospect, soon after this song was released, it was Pete Rock's horns are so good. And this is one of those songs, They Reminisce Over You, definitely was a a cornerstone in that belief system. And T.R.O.Y definitely let it be known throughout the rest of Mecca and the Soul Brother, but then in his subsequent work as a producer with T.R.O.Y and CL Smooth, and then on his own, the horns definitely came through in a major way. So that's also one of my picks. What's your second pick, Amir?
Second pick is actually going to be the Posse cut, which is The Basement.
Okay.
I like hearing multiple voices on this track. And, you know, you got Heavy D, Grap Lava, and more. And I just really enjoy this. And honestly, well, first off, I think the beat is great. I think it's a great beat for multiple voices to be heard on. I'm happy CL didn't take the task alone on this. I'm very happy we got a lot of people. But on top of that, too, honestly, T.R.O.Y might have my favorite verse on this. I just think he just comes in and wrecks it. He just does well all over the USA, even London. Like, he's bragging a little bit. He's the controller of the Wig Out. You know, he's doing pretty well. I like Heavy D on it. I mean, I think everyone puts in their piece, but The Basement, I just love to hear just everyone going and flowing. And also, like, this one didn't make my top 3, but I like hearing like Grand Poobah on Skins too. I like how they put in some other dope MCs on the album that can spit and flow and go over T.R.O.Y production, because I think T.R.O.Y's production on this album for me is the standout. I think his beats just are so well, and I think a lot of them stood the test of time, I'd say. Obviously, we just talked about T.R.O.Y, but Basement is one of those ones where I can just really play. And then, like, even in the beginning of the song where T.R.O.Y says, "Feel the funk, baby," and then you hear the beat come in, I just think that's great. I just really, really, really dig this Posse cut, so that's going to be my track 2, or pick 2.
That's not my second pick, although I understand and appreciate your thoughts on it. It's definitely potent, and it's definitely a good one. My second pick is Lots of Lovin'. And this song I really enjoyed. Of course, the beat is sterling, spectacular, and it's another one of those songs that I think sounds as good in 2021, 2022 as it did back in 1992, which is a testament to the construction of the song, the exploitation of the sample, the way that things are constructed sonically. And then on this song as well, CL Smooth, I think, stands out because, at least on Mecca and the Soul Brother, it's definitely an atypical song, catering to love and a woman and all these different things that the rest of the album definitely doesn't focus on or include much or any of. So I enjoyed the sonic departure, I enjoyed the lyrical departure, and I also think it just shows you CL Smooth's versatility as a songwriter, which I think is important because much of Mecca and the Soul Brother, not all, of course, but much of it is, just boasting, bragging, lyric heavy. And when we get these moments where CL Smooth gets into more personal things or more stories and gets deeper into how he thinks and what he believes, as we get on Lots of Lovin', as we get on They Reminisce Over You, I think it goes a long way. So I really, really like Lots of Lovin'. So that's my second pick. What's your third pick, Amir?
It's a good song. I like how that one actually kind of puts me in a certain mood as well, just like how I was talking about what T.R.O.Y does. And I remember the music video for that one as well. So it's a dope one. Didn't get to my top 3. My third pick would be Wig Out. And it's interesting. I mean, that is my third pick, but like I said, Skins was fighting for it. Lots of Lovin' was coming up on it too, but Wig Out to me is just one of those songs that I also really like the sonics of it. I think T.R.O.Y just does a great job on here, and honestly, I know a lot of people would probably pick this album as their favorite T.R.O.Y and CL Smooth album, but I even prefer the Main Ingredient over it, and I think T.R.O.Y does a great job on there, and CL Smooth also does well on that. But Wig Out to me, it's not a song that I listen to for the lyrics per se. I can't even quote all the lines in it. I struggle to kind of keep up with CL Smooth what he's saying at times, so I don't get all the references. But it's definitely a song where I really, really, really enjoy the production. I think it's pretty catchy. The chorus I also enjoy, and then they're kind of like whispering, "It's the Wig Out, it's the Wig Out," like stuff like that. Like, that song I think is just composed pretty well. and I wanted to include it in my top 3. And I don't know how many people would put it in their top 3 because I don't hear people talking about it when they bring up this album, but I had to give it a little nod in this video. So that's my last.
Well, the Wig Out's not my third pick, but particularly the drums and
Yes.
the sonics of the drums, they hit so hard on that song.
Yep.
And since I love percussion, which is one of the many reasons, but one of the main reasons I fell in love with rap was the percussion. The drums on the Wig Out are astonishingly and awesome. So some of, I think, T.R.O.Y's best drums maybe ever. Man, incredible,
Shout out.
incredible. Not my third pick though. My third pick, and this is unusual that I picked 3 singles, but I'm going with Straighten It Out. And that's because the beat on Straighten It Out is just so mesmerizing, hypnotizing, all those things you want to say. Something about that beat, I just love it, and it really hypnotizes me. And I also remember a rare instance of me wanting something materialistic was at the end of the video when they pull out from the jail, the prison, or the jail, I guess it would have been, and they're in the blue Lexus coupe. I was like, man, I want a Lexus. That was the first time I ever remember wanting a car because it looked so nice. Not that it has anything to do with the song, but just a little tidbit in memory. But lyrically, this is where we see a lot of the rest of Mecca and the Soul Brothers, kind of the braggadocio, just coming up with clever lines and different things. And I like that a lot, of course, when it's done well, as it is on Straighten It Out. But to me, it's all about the beat and how CL Smooth, I always wonder when people say this, but this is a good example when, they say people's voices are like another instrument. And I thought that on Straighten It Out in particular, CL Smooth was so seamless with the beat that his voice was really another instrument. And that to me was always another reason why this song, I think, hypnotized me, because it was just so seamless, so effortless, so smooth, and it's just amazing to me. I really, really liked it, and I just thought it's a phenomenal construction and shows the great production and the great partnership that T.R.O.Y and CL Smooth did have throughout Mecca and the Soul Brother. So you guys got Amir's top 3 picks. Now you got my top 3 picks. Hit us up in the comment section. Let us know what you guys think of Mecca and the Soul Brother, your top 3 picks. I'm Soren Baker.
Amir, Rahimi.
The great debaters, y'all. Thank you, T.R.O.Y and CL Smooth.
Be sure to check out the History of Gangster Rap by Soren Baker. He's official.
History of Gangster Rap features exclusive interviews with Ice-T, Snoop Dogg, MC Ren, the D.O.C, and dozens of others. The History of Gangster Rap, a definitive look at how Los Angeles changed rap forever.
In Los Angeles, the streets definitely set the tone of the hip-hop music.
At 19, I got a $50,000 car.
My whole angle always was, I'll be street, but I will always tell you the horrors that go along with this life.
It would be penalties and casualties for just wearing the wrong color in somebody's neighborhood.
And once gangster rap made it from the streets to the TV, the genre exploded.
With Fab 5 on your TV back with NWA.
Yo MTV, it just catapulted us from being local heroes to national gangbang rappers.
The History of Gangster Rap discusses it all from 1980 up till today.
It's always gonna be shit happening in the streets. You know what I mean? So it's always gonna be something to talk about.
The History of Gangster Rap in stores now.